Hello, Rat members. It's time to experience some more Doki Doki summertime.
Hello.
And I know I'm very excited. Hello, welcome in, Maz. It's 2 days in a row. Once again, what can I say? I'm a Doki man. They say there are different types of men. Well, I'm a Doki man. Whatever the fuck that means. It means that I have a plush Monica on my shoulder. And that's a very important character development arc for me. I just hope you realize that. But, Doki main, yes. I've been Doki pilled. I'm a Doki main. I'm a Doki guy. But welcome in. Very excited for more. And, we're starting right off with some of the ghost stories since last time we left off in the middle of the Halloween party. Doki pilled, yes. Welcome in, Taemin. Plush Monica's gonna stay here, by the way. Doki addiction, I like to call it... Well, first off, you're correct. But I like to call it Doki passion. Because I like this. I'm going to be making my own content and art and videos. Potentially other content about Doki. So it's not just an addiction. Because it's not unproductive. And me just giving it my all for no reason. And not able to break away. But rather, I'm trying to make something out of this addiction that I have. Make something more. You know? Alright, well, what am I saying? I know what I'm saying. You just heard it. Well, let's go ahead and switch over to the game screen. Should show up in a second. I missed the opening message. Well, that's okay. I didn't see what it said. Went by kind of fast. Alright, here we are. Back to the spooky Halloween party. Ah, seeing Monica in this outfit. I love it. Dude, Natsuki's is so fucking funny. She looks so funny. Oh my god, I love this. Alright. Oh, and without further ado, let me get my sound pad open. Can I just say I've had a good day today. Very chill. Woke up at a decent time. Did a lot. Built an end table for my bedroom. I went on a 3-mile walk with Alex and Taylor number 3 and Maz. Had some nice blue sky chicken parmesan sandwich for dinner. And how fitting I got Blue Sky restaurant. Oh my good golly. What just happened? Chat members, what just happened? This is not supposed to happen. Yeah, that's my fucking reaction, Natsuki. What just happened? I think I just bugged the game out. Oops. What the fuck? Whoopsie. Let's try that again. Okay, well, at least now I can catch the message. You're gonna carry that weight. You could say that's a, Cowboy Bebop reference, but don't forget, it's also a Beatles reference. I know both, and I like both quite a bit. Okay, she's back to not being a black square, so I suppose that's good. Minecraft skeleton head ass. No, for real. With a Charlie Murder-styled mask. Okay. She says, Natsuki, do you not have... What were we leave off again? Move on to the next ghost story. I'd like to nominate Nats... Okay.
Hey, I never said that. I do, but it's just, I got it off the internet. I don't like horror. So if it's it's not my fault, okay?
Alright, Natsuki clears her throat.
Anyway, it's about these two friends named Aoi and Nariko.
What is this, fucking Naruto now? Sorry.
Basically, there was a rumor going around that their high school...
Wait, that...
Going around their high school about people going in and out, abandoned house on the outskirts of town. Most people thought they were just drug dealers, but some swore by the fact that the house was being used by some kind of cult of some sort. Aoi and Nariko were pretty outgoing and adventurous, so they decided one night to check the place out. They get to the house, and it's pitch black. Luckily, Aoi had bright flashlights for the two of them.
Sorry, her voice is killing me. I kind of reverted back to my Bad Riley Boondocks impression for some reason. It's my favorite voice for Natsuki. What do you think, Loka? Yeah, she fucking loves it, man. She's adoring this shit.
Nariko, on the other hand, brought a knife with her just in case they ran into trouble. They go inside and the place reeks. We're talking Ratsmith's room level of stink.
Ah, she's dogging. You don't even know that. In real life, my room smells very good. This Ratsmith? I don't know. He doesn't seem as trashy as the original. His room is actually pretty clean. Hey! Ah! Everybody burst out laughing. Was that really necessary?
Haha, sorry, I had to.
Tan Man is currently on a 10 stream streak. Let's go. I wish I had some kind of like special sound pad to play for that. Here, well, let me find one for you just for this moment, Tan Man, because it's such a momentous occasion. It's such a beautiful thing. A 10 stream streak. Yeah, I got nothing good. I got absolutely nothing good. Here's what you got.
I'm about to bomb this whole motherfucking place.
Thank you, Tan Man. All right, that works better than what I played. I hope you didn't hear what I played. All right, very good. Also, why'd bro say mustard? What are you talking about?
Anyway, they look around for a bit. They'll find the door to the basement, the stairs to the second floor, things like that. Finally, they go into the kitchen and find the source of the smell. There's some weed on the table, and it looks to be recently used. This confirms Awie's suspicions that it's just a drug dealer, and she wants to leave. Nariko, on the other hand, still wants to snoop around for a bit. They get into an argument with each other, with Nariko called Aoi a coward because she thinks Aoi wants to leave since she's afraid of all the rumors. Then Nariko goes, yeah, well, if you're not afraid, then go down to the basement. Aoi gladly accepts and walks over to the basement door. As soon as she opens it,
This voice is not going to work for me, Chad. My voice is dying, if you can't tell. Like, I'm actually fighting to keep this up. Fuck. Let me try to adjust it.
as soon as she opens it,
I don't know what to do. I like the voice is so funny. All right, let me see if I can keep it up.
she feels a sharp pain in her back. Before she can react, she gets pushed down the stairs. She tumbles down the stairs, and once she hits the bottom, she realizes she can't feel her legs. Her vision is blurred, but she can only barely make out a figure standing at the top of the stairs with a knife. The last thing Aoi hears before she passes out is Nariko's footsteps as she descends down the stairway, and an old grizzled voice say, "This one will do nicely."
Ah, so he was a traitor. He led him there.
Next day, Nariko and Aoi call in sick. It's kind of a shame, really, because they miss out on a talk about how someone heard strange, animal-like growls coming from the old abandoned house on the outskirts of town. So yeah, hope you liked it or whatever.
What happened to Nariko and Aoi at the end? They didn't die, did they?
Hey, use your imagination.
Nice story, Natsuki. Cults usually provide good fodder for horror stories. Indeed, I've read quite a few novels involving cults. That's true. It's easy to be generic with them, but it's really easy to like genuinely be creepy if you can be smart and come up with something that hasn't been done before. Like Resident Evil 4's cult. Creepy as fuck and iconic. Doesn't Portrait of Markov include something like that? Something similar, yes. Speaking of Yuri and horror stories, how about you go next, Yuri? Me? Alright then. Give it your best shot. You're walking alone, one pale. My nose is killing me. Fuck! It's not going away. Hold on. Chat. Loka, watch after the stream for a second. I gotta blow my nose. My allergies. My allergies are coming here. Loka, can you watch the stream for me? She'll watch it. Don't worry, she'll keep you guys good company. She's a really good streamer. She's been practicing. Maybe it's because I didn't bring my hot drink with me today. I don't got no hot apple cider or nothing. It might have to change. Is that okay, Lil? Are you okay waiting for me to get some hot apple cider? All right, we'll wait a little bit, she says. We'll wait a little bit. All right? Maz bonked? Why are you bonking Lil Cuff for? Oh, you're going to get deleted. You don't know what her abilities are yet. She's powerful. She can warp reality to her liking. How do you think she got here in the first place? Like, I don't know how to tell you this, but look, I didn't buy her, okay? She just showed up one day on my doorstep, and she said that that she was found in Osama bin Laden's camp, and that she deleted all of his computer files, and she led the government to his base, and that she would... and when the military found her for evidence, she made it all the way back to the White House. She broke out of it on her own, hacked into all the cameras to hide her walking out Toy Story style. And then she found her way all the way to my place. And now, she's taking over the Ratrapina YouTube channel secretly. See this influx of streaming, the return of YouTube? You think her showing up and the return of YouTube is just a coincidence? I think not! Well, we'll have to see what she has in store for us tonight. Ha! Because it's going to be interesting. Goofy Out Lord, and this is real. You're walking alone, one pale autumnal night. The moon is graceful, casting her light down below like snowdrops. As you continue down your path, something shambles behind you. You turn around to look for what it might be, but all you see is a cluster of leaves rustled by the pale air. Slowly returning, you notice the lights in every house around you going out, and flickering before fully extinguishing. With tentative steps, you advance towards one of them to investigate. Just as you're about to reach the window, you hear something snapping behind you. A broken twig is all that remains. Uncertainly floating around inside your head, you unconsciously start walking faster, away from the suburbs. Eventually, you find solace in silence, the only sound being your heartbeat. It's quiet. Nothing bad seems to be happening right now. In fact, nothing at all seems to be happening. Confused, you look around and see that you're in front of your house in the street. No one is stirring, nor are there any lights. Gently pacing towards your house, you go through the door. The lights are on. The television is on, but no one is in sight. This is unusual. You're expecting your parents to be home tonight. Had they gone out without telling you? No, that couldn't be it. They always let you know where they'll be. You pull out your phone and open up your contacts to give them a call. However, no one is registered in there anymore. No matter how hard you try to remember, you can't call out to them. Suddenly there's a heavy knock on the door. You peer through the keyhole, but see no one. Another knock. Another. Yuri, what was that face, girl? You cautiously open the door, but there's no one there. No one anywhere. How did this happen? Why are you alone in the piercing silence? Sounds so loud it fills the air. You do not know, but there isn't any way for you to find out.
That's it. What a dumb story. That's Suki. Shut the fuck up. Welcome in, Coffee. Coffee says, baby, I'm praying on you tonight.
I'm praying on her. Praying for me because of her. She's a little,
Woohoo. That's it. What a dumb story. Nothing even happened. Where were the scary monsters and stuff?
There is no greater fear than the unknown, Natsuki. Sharp claws can be prepared for. Enigmatic silence cannot. What's more fearful, something you know is coming for you, or feeling safe when you're in fact not? Quite a somber note to end your story on, Yuri. You can always count on you for a good horror tale, huh? That was interesting. It was interesting. She wrote that one herself, I can see, but interesting. So I guess we don't know what the knock is. There's someone. Anyway, I'll go next. Although, a scary story. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've come up with a ghost story before. I haven't read too many horror stories either. Well, I guess that isn't a surprise. Just make one up then, it'll be fun. Well, I can't say I've tried that before.
Are you trying to get out of telling a story?
Of course not. Now that I think about it, there is one I've heard of. Monica's expression turns serious. The mood in the room turns serious. She uses the same intensity she did for when she read her poems, and everyone quiets down. A number of years ago, I can't be scared looking at Monica in this outfit. She's so adorable. How am I supposed to be scared about looking at this? Just look at side-facing Monica, and everything in the world is bad flushes away. It's just beautiful. Only catharsis is left. Adorbs, yes. Couldn't have said it better myself. A number of years ago, Tanabata had come along as it does every year. Tanabata? Star Festival? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. I think I am familiar, actually. Sorry. I'm a little ignorant. It's the story of a lost little girl. Where am I? She cried. She cried and cried, hoping desperately she could find someone to help her. But the little girl was alone. Nobody could hear her. But just as all hope seemed lost, she heard a voice. Isn't the night wonderful? The girl looked up. Excuse me, Jan, excuse me. Where before there was nobody was now a man in an elegant yukata. He wore what looked like a no mask, but it was completely blank. No, this is being mean to me today. Sorry, my allergies are acting up. Oh! Must be spring coming. Finally. My allergies don't like it. How rude of me. The man adonished himself. Welcome, dear customer. Your heart seems unhappy. Why not take a look at my wares? The man said as he gestured to the masks behind him. Please, take one that will bring a smile to your face. The girl looked at the masks. There were ones that looked frightening, ones that looked strange, and ones that looked exotic, and many others. What about your mask, mister? The girl asked. I'm sorry, but this mask is very special. It's not for sale. The girl looked sad. I like that mask. It looks really cool. The man laughed softly. It has been called many things, but this is perhaps the first time it has been called cool. Would you like a fruit? The man asked, picking one from the tree behind him. They're sweet and delicious. The girl reached to take it, but the man pulled his hand back. Ah, they're not for children. The girl was confused. But just tonight, it should be fine, he said as he offered with his hand once again. In the festival of the night, children can become adults, and adults can become children. Is that true? Asked the girl, as the man assured her it was. The girl took the fruit and bit into it. It was unlike anything she had tasted before. It was almost overwhelming, but the flavor was wonderful. It's good, the girl said happily. The man laughed again. I'm glad you think so. There's plenty. So please eat all you like. As she ate, the man took down a mask. What about this one? The girl took the mask. It looks like me. It looks like me, but she looks like a princess, the girl said in awe. Do you like it? Please take it. But what about money? Asked the girl. I don't need money. Instead, I would like to be friends. Is that okay? Of course, the girl agreed. From now on, we're friends. I'm glad, the man said with gratitude. Why not put on your mask? The girl did so. She was overcome with a strange feeling. Why is it? She asked. Ah, at last. Long I have dreamt of this moment, my dear, my Eve, my only friend. The man smiled beneath his mask as he spoke, as the light of the stars began to fade. For it is the festival of the night, where children become adults, and adults become children. Let it be known. Ah. Is he saying that he, like, possessed her? And by the end? Like, he only appeared on the star story, and then he possessed her? It's interesting. Haha, yep. I guess monstrous horror stories are more popular than you'd think. I rather like the mysterious tone myself. It's very reminiscent of the style of Asian horror stories. You guys have weird sense of what's scary. Honestly, yeah, they weren't really scary, but they was interesting. They make me think a lot more. Yeah, they were interesting. I mean, this story isn't necessarily meant to scare you to death. Spirits don't have to just be frightening, you know.
Well, it is Halloween. Aren't things supposed to be scary today?
But Halloween is fun too, not just scary. Alright, you guys, break it up. Let's all agree to disagree again. Monica smiles gracefully at me, while Natsuki shoots me with a disgruntled look. Anyway, I guess it's my turn to tell a story. Free Monica plushies here. Plush, I love Monica.edu. Very legit coffee, thanks for that. Yes, really.
So what happened to Sayori then?
Huh? This story's about me? Is that true, Red Smith? What? No, it's not. Let's just get on with the story, shall we? Wait, I didn't get the joke. What happened? This actually happened to a friend of mine. Oh, so it happened to Sayori then. Oh, she made a joke that he only has one friend. Wow, Natsuki. Wow. Right, anyway. So this friend of mine lived alone in an apartment building. He lived in the downstairs area and loved to party all night. One night, he was out as usual. However, when he stumbled back home in the early hours of the morning, he realized that he'd lost his keys and was locked out of his apartment. So he ended up having to call his landlord, who was pissed at having to wake up in the middle of the night to let him back in. But in the end, he was able to get home safely. So that's all that matters, right? I can certainly relate to that comforting feeling. Right, but when he got inside, he noticed that his keys were actually on his nightstand. So he didn't lose them after all. They weren't an extra set that the landlord gave to him? Nope, he was able to recognize them by the keychain he attached to it.
So that's it?
Pretty much, yeah.
What's so scary about that?
Guess you haven't realized it yet, huh?
What do you mean?
The apartment was locked when he got back, right?
Yeah, I got that part.
But his keys were still in the apartment. So how do you suppose he locked them in?
Huh?
Someone must have gotten into his apartment and placed them inside, then locked the door themselves from the inside. And the only set of keys were my friend's and his landlord, so whoever it was brought his keys back was still in the apartment when he got home. But who was it then? He never found out. Huh? You're gonna make me permanently paranoid. That was quite an enjoyable story, Ratsmith. Although it was short, the realization at the end definitely made up for that. Coffee says, wow! My wows are gonna get better as time goes on. Plus, the story calls on the real fears of things like squatters, stalkers, and killers. Who knows, maybe one of us has a squatter living in our own home, hidden away, never to be found. Stop right there, I don't even want to think about it.
Okay, that story wasn't half bad.
I'm glad you all liked it. I'll have to admit, this has been pretty fun, guys. Yeah, it really has. We should do some of this sort of stuff more often. You know, Blue Sky, I really enjoyed the Halloween part, especially their poems. The ghost stories were kind of interesting. I like seeing the reactions. The stories weren't overly good. The ghost stories, anyway. The poems were great. I think the problem is that it was hard to establish depth with such short stories that they didn't even really come up with themselves, except for Yuri and Monica's. But I think Doki Blue Skies is not very good at being scary. It can definitely do drama pretty well, and it can definitely have lots of good wholesome moment and well written dialogue that makes you think and feel emotional. But I don't actually find a Doki Blue Skies. I don't think it knows how to be scary. It's too blue. It's not Doki Doki Dark Skies. It's Blue Skies. This is just wholesome Halloween time. This sounds fun. I just hope they don't get caught. That's what I'm more afraid of.
Sorry, Halloween only comes around once a year.
Oh, yeah. If I may make a suggestion. We all turn to look at her. Well, as it's fitting for the mood, would you like to try a kokkuri-san game? Kokkuri? Sorry, Kokkuri. I'm such a Zelda player. What does that mean? There's a lot of, like, Western lore that I don't know about. I'm not sure what this means. Kokkuri-san is a Japanese urban legend and ritualistic game similar to a Ouija board. Oh, okay, so it's pretty much Japanese Ouija. Gotcha. Interesting how different cultures essentially all come up with the same ideas. I mean, to be fair, it's not that crazy of an idea. Sorry, man, I got my fucking bag. I gotta fix my posture. Where did she go? Chat? Bad news. I have a ghost story for you myself. My Monica just fell off my chair and she disappeared. She has a mind of her own. Where could she be? Oh, she could be behind me right now and I'll never know. Wait, Monica's hanging on for dear life, chat. She's back here still. Can you see her? Monica, you saved yourself. She's getting better. I'm so sorry I did that to you. I promise it won't happen again. I promise. She could never be mad at me. She loves me, chat. That's what she wants you to think anyway. Sorry, let me just sit up straight. God, my back has been killing me. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. Would you like to play the kokkuri-san game? Huh? What's that?
Oh, that Ouija board thing? Isn't that some urban legend?
Only if you believe it is, Natsuki. Ouija board stuff, huh? Sorry, an ambulance is passing by my house. Ouija board stuff, huh? On one hand, although it's not very hard to scare me, it's a bit skeptical about ghosts. Although I've heard from a lot of people that messing around with the dark arts is a dangerous business. I mean, we're in dark school late at night, with no one else around. If we really did open a portal for a malevolent spirit to enter our world, who knows what would happen? Nah, that's a bit too far-fetched. At least if the spooky ghost kills me, I won't have to do that math homework that's been procrastinating for a week. This fucking guy. Seems a lot more tempting now. Can you tell us more, Yuri? Of course. So Kokkuri-san is the name of the spirit we'll summon. The name compromises of 3 animals. A fox, Kok, a dog, Ku, and a raccoon, Ri. Each animal represents something different. For example, the dog is loyal and protecting, while the fox is a trickster or a teacher. You can ask Kokkuri-san different things. You can ask who loves you, whether you'll become rich, etc.
Hang on. You can ask it anything?
A devilish smile crosses her face.
Why don't we ask Kokkuri-san when we're gonna die?
Yuri looks aghast, nervously fiddling with a strand of hair. Natsuki, there are questions you shouldn't ask, and that's one of them. Nah, come on, Yuri. It's the perfect time for it. I don't think you realize what you're getting into. There are many stories of people messing around with spirits, all ending with awful consequences. Oh, come on, Yuri. Besides, it's part dog. If it starts trying to possess someone, we can just throw a stick for it. Also, if it's a Shinto spirit, not a demon or ghost. Ned Spooky is the one wearing a bone outfit, and we all know dogs love bones. So it's just her who has to worry. Natsuki would have made a wonderful Medusa with a death glare like that. Bruh. Oh, man. Well, seeing as we've already broken in and have some illegal contraband on our hands, she shoots a wink at Yuri, who ducks her head down blushing, adding an animalistic wraith into the mix. Well, might as well. Yay, that's the spirit. Was that pun intended? Okay, then. Let's begin the preparations. With the ritual set up, nobody mentioned the pun, that's crazy. The ritual set up and the candles are dim, we're ready to go. We also had to open a window, which according to Yuri allows the spirit to enter and exit. The ambient noises from the outside permeate the room, adding to the atmosphere within. So what happens now? Oh, what the heck? Place a coin on the red gate. The torii is where the spirit enters and exits. It's a Yuri's hand. It's a nicely drawn hand, wow. Now everyone, please place your index finger on the coin. After a bit of crowding, we managed to squeeze the tip of everyone's fingers onto the coin. Be careful not to let go of the coin.
What happens if we do?
Oh, please don't.
Fine, let's get on with this already.
All right. Yuri visibly composes herself and continues. Kokkuri-san, if you're here, please move this coin. This is getting more interesting, Chad. At first, nothing happens, just as Natsuki thought. A silly urban legend. No way. There's no way the coin just moved. My eyes have been playing tricks on me. The coin initially on the red torii slowly slides across to yes. Wait, I'm stupid. What did she say again? Oh, she just said please move the coin. I was like, wait, did I miss the question? Okay. Oh, did you guys see that? Even Natsuki is in a state of disbelief.
Alright, who did that? Real jokester, you are very funny.
The crickets outside can be heard clearly in the silence that follows. No one steps up to claim responsibility for the coin's movie. Yeah, it's the ghost of Freddy Fazbear, Maz.
Well, that's how it's gonna be, huh? Whoever it was, just tell us already.
More crickets.
Fine, I'm not bringing cupcakes anymore until someone admits to it.
But not spooky.
Stop calling me that! I bet it was Yuri. Yuri. She was the one who suggested this.
Me? I would never.
Guess Yuri's a scaredy cat. Wasn't me either. Yes, Sayori's a scaredy cat too. So that leaves Ratsmith and Monica.
I bet it was Monica. Natsuki, have you considered that maybe, just maybe, it really is Kokkuri-san moving the coin?
Yeah, right. There's no such thing as ghosts.
Kokkuri-san is a spirit, not a ghost.
Same difference.
Well, I have to say, I didn't do it. Natsuki's skeptical glare causes me to hurry on. But I know that there's got to be some sort of scientific explanation for this. I can't seriously be witnessing the paranormal, can I?
Okay, Einstein, what's your scientific explanation for this then?
I'm working on it.
Nuh-uh. It has to be one of us doing it.
I know. Why don't we ask Kokkuri-san something that Ratsmith and I couldn't have known? Given that you seem to suspect us the most, is she doing this?
Okay, then Sayori, asking something.
But what should I ask?
I don't know. It's anything that Ratsmith and Monica couldn't have known.
Oh, I know. Kokkuri-san, can you please tell me what I have on the top shelf of my refrigerator?
What kind of question is that supposed to be?
Sorry, guess I'm kind of hungry. The banner peters out as we expectantly watch the coin. Suddenly, the coin jerks a little to the right. Natsuki squints as she scrunches each of our faces. Oh, as she scrutinizes each of our faces. Sorry. Meanwhile, the rest of the girl's eyes seem to be glued to the coin, Yuri's face blanching for each further moment. Everyone seems to await with bated breath as the coin slowly inches over to the letter R. A. Sayori's eyes widen while Yuri ever so slightly backs away from the paper. The coin carries on moving. R-A-M-E?
Ramen?
They're leftovers. Sayori, you've got to eat more healthily. But it's so tasty. She seems like a ramen girl. Should we really be using kokkuri-san to answer such a frivolous question? You know, when I was growing up, I loved ramen. I really don't like it at all now. Though I've never had good homemade ramen, just the, store shit. But I have to say, I was cultured into pho, and I love pho. It's fucking delicious. See what I did there? Sorry. Should we really be using kokkuri-san to answer such a frivolous questions?
That wasn't frivolous at all. We were proving whether or not it was one of us moving the thing.
And now you have your answer. None of us moved it. Wait, so is that supposed to mean it was Kokkuri-san who moved it? Monica seems awfully cheery at this revelation. She's so doing this. She's so doing it. And I love it. Man, Monica, does anything faze you? I've just been in much scarier scenarios than this. Oh, yeah. Plus, I've got to stay confident as the president, I see. So Kokkuri-san is real then? Oh, I tried to get you all to take this seriously.
I mean, you really can't blame us for thinking this was all fake. I do still think there's a trick to this.
Natsuki.
Whatever. If you want us to take this seriously, then I'll take this serious. Place is all right.
Natsuki!
Kokkuri-san, what is the date of my death?
Oh. Coffee says fucking delicious. Yeah, that's right. Ah, man. I should buy some more pho, but they don't sell that much near us. Although they actually opened a pho place. I forgot what it's called. Yuri throws me a frightened look as we all wait for the coin to move again. Her finger feels cold as ice against mine. Slowly, the coin moves from the letter N and inches over to the numbers. 31, 10, 2018. And this mod takes place in 2017, doesn't it? Oh! That's today? Oh, yeah! October 10th. Oh, that's right, because they're in Japan, so the month is, the day is first, then the month. Which makes a lot more sense, by the way. I don't like this anymore, guys. Some questions are better off not being asked. That can't be true, right?
Kokkuri-san, what about the other girls in this room?
The coin doesn't move. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Don't you want to know the date of your own death? Yeah, like some piece of paper and a coin is going to tell me that. You looked pretty scared earlier. Shut up! As I move away, Yuri gasps. Redsmith, we haven't properly finished the game yet. There's a certain procedure.
There's no point. He's already broken a finger on the coin rule.
What do we do? Sorry, Yuri. I'll come back to help you guys finish in a bit. You'd better hurry up, Ratsmith. Whew! Finally out of the club room. Can't believe that game actually scared me. But I'm curious to know who it was that rigged the game. It had to have been rigged, right? Ooh, this is spooky. I like this background. This is like something I'd make for R&R, like unironically. I love it. The bathroom is pitch black when I open the door, save for the faint moonlight glinting off the bathroom mirror. The contrast between the darkness and the shining glass dazzles me for a moment, until I notice it. A dark figure within the glass. It's standing completely still. All the urban legends that I've heard involve mirrors begin to rush through my head. Some instinct inside me stops me from moving, as if doing so would stop me from being noticed. I don't even dare to take a breath. As my eyes start to wander from the lack of oxygen, the figure in the mirror seems to be wavering as well. Crap, crap, crap. I can't take it anymore. As I bend over, taking a wheezing breath, the figure ducks down as well. Huh? Is that my reflection? Scanning my surroundings, I quickly jump to the light switch and flip it on as fast as possible. The fluorescent lights overhead flicker to life, confirming my suspicions. I glare at my reflection and then snort. Lucky that no one else was here to see that. I slam a stall door shut on compulsion, as a sign of bravado to myself, I guess. Wow. Cringing at the shockingly loud echoes of the door reverberating around the bathroom, I can't help but remain quiet now. The frigid tap water at the sinks remind me of Yuri's icy hands during the game. Should probably head back. This is getting interesting, chat. That was perhaps the most nerve-wracking trip to the bathroom I've ever taken. I disagree. I played Silent Hill. I shake my head. Snap out of it, Ratsmith. All these stories aren't real. Ghosts aren't real. It's awfully quiet inside the club room. I wonder what witchcraft the girls are up to now. Stepping into the classroom, a pang of fear and adrenaline shoots through my heart. First glance, the girls seem to have disappeared. But I quickly realize that they haven't disappeared. They're all collapsed on the floor and desks. What? Oh, very convincing, guys. I totally believe that you're all actually dead. Very funny. A slight rustling gets my attention. Something in my peripheral vision moves on the kokkuri-san paper. Curious, I amble over. You should never have come. What? Why is the coin spelling this out? Wait, more importantly, how is the coin moving by itself? My mind flashes back to what Yuri said before I left. We hadn't properly finished the game. There was a certain procedure that we were supposed to follow. What happens if you don't do all that? Hold on. It's not like ghosts are real, though, right? They must be playing a prank on me now, right? I reach down to shake Monica's shoulder. She's lying prone on the floor, and I can't help but feel a dread that her body will be cold. So I start to reach down, I freeze. Are those footsteps outside? No one is supposed to be inside the school, right? In a panicked state, I scan the bodies on the floor. All the girls are here, so the footsteps grow louder and louder. They don't sound normal. Almost like they're shuffling or dragging along. Is this real? Am I starting to hear things now? The blood rushing through my ears is drowning out the sound of the footsteps. Where are they now? I can't tell. Are they close by? Should I hide? How much time until they reach the club room? I can't tell. Crap, crap, crap! I throw myself to the floor, squeezing my eyes shut. The sound of my heart hammering in my chest is almost deafening. Over the drumming in my heart, I hear it. The footsteps stopping right outside the club room. Please, please, please don't open the door. A door rattles open. There's an awful, sickening silence until someone or something breathes. Some kind of raspy gurgling. What the fuck is that noise? A low, deep vocalization. Something that sounds off. as if someone had warped the sound of a computer program. Something completely and utterly unnatural that raises the hair on the back of my neck. Po? 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 I feel absolutely paralyzed. My muscles are tensed. My jaw's aching from my clenching it shut in nervousness. If I relaxed, the adrenaline running through my body would immediately give me away my trembling. As the sweat trickles down the side of my head, I hear it drawing near. Po. 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 I know po is the word for ghost in Japanese. A warm moistness settles on my neck as if someone were breathing over me. I dared not to even breathe. The idea of breathing and the fetid smell of its breath nearly triggers my gag reflex. Am I just imagining this? It can't be, can I? I can't think of any way this could all be just a simple prank. There's no way any of the girls could have manufactured this. Being this, that feels wrong to its very core. The temptation to satisfy my curiosity and look at whatever's hovering over me is almost overpowering. But an instinct deep within demands that I keep my eyes shut. I can't help but feel a dread that something horrific will happen if I look up. All I can think to do is pray for this thing to go away. Please go away. Please go away. Please go away. Maybe this mantra could help me drown out the sheer fear I'm feeling. While soundlessly chanting my mantra over in my head, I realize the room has gone quiet. Suspiciously quiet. It's too soon to move, isn't it? I'll give it in 5 minutes until I peek at the room. Seconds turn to years, to decades. I can't tell how much time has passed given my panicked state of my mind. I don't trust myself to judge time well. Feels like an hour has passed. It's probably more like a minute or two. Or maybe it's been 5 minutes? Should I open my eyes? Should I? Hold on. Shouldn't I be getting help for the others soon? What if something happens to me? Then I can't get help from them anyway. What do I do? How much longer do I hold out for? Can't believe this is actually happening. I've gone insane, haven't I? This is all Monica, isn't it? Do I dare open my eyes? I strain to hear something, anything. It's completely silent. Do I dare? Do I? Maybe I should. If only to end this torment. Screw it. I cautiously open my eyes, the smallest bit peeking out from behind a curtain of lashes. Nothing's there. Just an empty classroom. A wave of relief cascades through my body, and as quietly as I dare, I let out a breath I've been holding in. I lay there for a bit, breathing heavily. Slowly, I get up and walk over to Monica and desperately shake her. In my hysterical state, I can't help but think she's probably dead. Alright, calm down, Hammond. Calm down. Monica, tell him to calm down. Monica, please wake up. Your face. Monica! Coffee, please! What? You should have seen your face. I knew it was you, Monica! She sits up, emerald eyes tearing up from mirth. What, did you think we were actually dead? Her laughter fills the room as the other girls also sit up. I'm sorry for scaring you twice in one night, Ratsmith. As you said, it is Halloween. This whole thing? It was just a prank. Listen to the fucking music. The board, the footsteps, Of course! You already told me about kokkuri-san a week before Halloween, so I was able to rig up the answers.
It wasn't a ghost or anything like that, dummy. Sarah would have said that kokkuri-san was right no matter what the answer Monica made it to give.
And the footsteps? There are some little speakers that I hid outside the classroom. Sayori had the idea to pre-record some footsteps and send them to me so we could make it sound like there was someone coming. I sigh as all the tension leaves my body. At least there was a rational explanation for all of this. The other girls laugh. I can't help but join in. Yeah, they got me fair and square. Okay, guys, I'll admit it. Well played. You got me good. I'm curious, though. How did you get another person to agree to this? Huh? What do you mean? Come on, guys. The game's up. I know it was just a prank. No, seriously, what do you mean? Are you really going to keep up that joke? You know, the guy who came inside while I was on the floor? He was all gurgly and raspy and kept making these noises. Like he was saying... Well, it sounded dumb when I tried to mimic him, but he was saying, like, Poe. Ratsmith, what are you talking about? We didn't ask anyone else to help out. After all, we couldn't take the risk of having someone report that we trespassed. Indeed, Monika's ruse was simply to rig kokkuri-san ritual and use the speakers. Who are you talking about? As far as we're concerned, we're the only ones in the building. What?
What?
You guys are completely serious now. The girls all nod at me. The only things I did were deliberately moving the coin around while I was touching it and rigging the speakers. Nothing else? That's right. Sayori, you swear that you're telling the truth. I am! Sorry, would never lie to me. Lie like that to me. So that means, wait. So you guys actually didn't hear it? I'll exchange looks of bewilderment. Am I actually losing my mind? Like Yuri said, I'm pretty sure it's just us in the building. You're honestly telling me you didn't hear anything? The girls share a look of alarm. Redsmith, relax. There was nothing there. It's okay.
Yeah, even if there was some spooky ghost that would have kicked its butt.
Bruh. A tinge of humor. Along with Sayori's reassurance helps me calm down a little. Not exactly convinced, but if the others didn't see her or hear anything, they were in the same room, and I must have imagined it, right? Okay, everyone. It's getting late. Let's clean up and call it a night. Nani? Was that Monika in the code fucking with the MC? Is that what it was? Because it had the bold text, too. I used to think that I'd grown out of Halloween, but today made me realize that anyone can enjoy it. Horror can be fun. Maybe I'll talk to Yuri about that stuff. You okay? Huh? Yeah, I'm good. I was just thinking about the Ouija board. Thing really got to you, huh? I was a little scared too, even though I knew it was Monika behind it all. Anyway, I'll see you at school tomorrow. Good night. See ya, Sayori. As I turn and walk home, I can't help but laugh. You know, those girls got me good. Never saw that coming. And the bit when the coin was moving by itself was really good too. Wait. Monika only says she rigged the actual ritual. Not that she moved the coin around afterwards. Not to mention there's no way she could have moved it when she was on the floor. The coin? The entity? So does that mean? I take it back. I hate Halloween. Bruh. It had to have been Monika. Come on. Or was it? Or was it? Or was it? Why did the text box appear for half a second? What the hell? Why is the background like this? Brr, it's gotten so cold. Oh man, this is a fucking dreary ass day if this is how it's supposed to look. It looks like something out of a fucking like a really serious moment in the show, you know, like where everything gets all like washed out. Like usually either a sad scene or like a really like depressed apocalyptic scene. I don't fucking know. Anyways. October was so warm, why couldn't it stay that way? We're in November now, you know. Last year's November was so mild. Oh, it's so unfair. Other places get really cool winters like the penguins, reindeers, even Frosty the Snowman. Sorry, you know that Frosty the Snowman wasn't real, right? Of course, silly. But what if you make an actual snowman and name him Frosty? Pretty sure that doesn't count. She waves my comment away. An indignant huff of air visible from her mouth. I just wanted the snow. Seeing the gentle snowfall at night, when you're tucked up and cozy inside, some hot chocolate, it's so peaceful. All the untouched snow, and when it's quiet, should probably spend Christmas with Yuri this year, you know? Sounds like you two share the same thoughts. No, well, it's obviously really fun to have snowball fights, build snowmen, make star angels. You mean snow angels? And missing a day or two off school. I guess since joining the literature club, I've started to participate in nature a bit more. Although I still love summer. That much hasn't changed then. No. What? She's fiddling around in her pockets, desperately looking for something. I left my gloves at home. My hands get cold so easily. Having cold fingers is the worst. Or having wet socks on. Blow on them, Sayori. Huh? Blow on my hands? Yeah, and warm them up, trust me. Yeah, that's what I fucking do. She takes my advice, but judging from the look on her face, it's a futile effort. Helps a little bit, but they're still so cold. Dog, that does help. Although I have I have a high body heat, so maybe my breath is just hotter, but I actually, when I'm in the winter and I'm driving, I always wear gloves, of course, so I don't freeze. But occasionally I take them off and I blow into my gloves and onto my fingers to keep them a little warm. And it does work a little bit. As she stands there, an idea forms in my mind, one that will benefit both of us. Give me your hands. This is gonna be so silly. Doing my best to ignore my beating heart, I take her hands in my own and start rubbing them.
What?
What are you doing? I roll my eyes, hoping she attributes my sudden stuttering to the cold and not the sudden nervousness this new situation brings. What does it look like I'm doing? It's a slow process, but I can feel her hands warming up. It's kind of adorable. That's so funny and awkward. Given how hot my whole body feels, it's no surprise. Half expecting there to be a steam radiating off of my fingers by this point. The silence in the air feels heavy, almost as if we're laced with some kind of tension. I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy it, but the unfamiliarity of the sudden intimacy makes me feel a little uncomfortable. There! They should be much warmer now. I move to pull my hands away, but Sayori's grip doesn't loosen like I expect it to. Would you mind holding on for just a little bit longer? It's really sweet what you've done for me. I get cold super quickly, though. Sure. Although, we have to get a move on, otherwise we'll be late. It's okay. We make our way to school just like any other day when we've walked together. Except for one major difference. We're holding hands. Oh my god! Oh my god! What? You can't do that! Whoa, 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 whoa! When did you guys meet sixth base? Sixth base! This is too lewd! I knew this had NSFW content, but this is ridiculous! Chat, I cannot stream this anymore. This is way too NSFW for Twitch. We are absolutely going too far. They're going to take my channel down. Can you believe this? Can you fucking believe? Oh my, I'm so sorry you had to see me do that with Sayori, Monica. Jeez! Wow! 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 Okay then. SMH my head. I mean, friends can hold hands, right? No! What? What friends hold hands? What? Do people do that? That's weird. It's not necessarily romantic or anything. Dog, you are lying. You are lying. But it feels so good. Just like it belongs. This guy's a romantic. Sayori's fingers are absent-mindedly stroking the back of my hand, and I have to fight the urge to return the favor. Not to hell with it. Her hands feel so warm against mine, so there's no way I'm letting this opportunity pass up. She laughs softly as my fingers trace a gentle circle around the back of her hand. She breaks the silence, but only slightly, as her voice is barely audible over the howling wind and my own hammering chest. You're pretty quiet, Ratsmith. Sorry, I just, it's okay. You don't have to say sorry. This has been really nice, hasn't it? It has. These two.
This is so adorable, God. I don't know how to take it. I never do things this
Wholesome that aren't cheesy or forced or just overly girly or immature. Like, this is like so heartwarming to have a game so disturbing like Doki Literature Club take this turn, believably so, where it's just wholesome. I love these two. MC and Sayori are the best couple in the game. Except for Player and Monica, of course, of course, of course. My mind is screaming at me to say more, to say something romantic and cheesy. I feel so content and warm, and most importantly, safe. Wow. The girl I grew up with, the girl I've shared so many happy memories with, the girl who provides a bundle of sunshine. I was half expecting to say bundle of munshine because of fucking summertime. In my life, your hands feel really nice. Yours feel really... Don't mess us up, Ratsmith. Ditto, well, I wouldn't mind warming your hands up again. You know, if they ever get, cold. Was the lamest response I could have given her. Sorry thinks otherwise, though, as she bursts into laughter. I feel my cheeks flare up again, this time out of embarrassment. Hey! Sorry, that was the wrong voice. Hey! Sorry, Ratsmith, sorry. You're just so... What was she gonna say? Wait, hold on. Alright. Was she gonna say dense? I'm imagining. Well, so are you. The line bursts out my mouth before my brain has a chance to even process it. This time it's Sayori's turn to grow flustered. An endearing crimson flush appears on her cheeks as she looks away embarrassed. Chat, is it just me or like something about the fall and the winter time is very romantic? I feel like spring and summer, not really. Like it's a good time to hang out with friends and go bowling, have a late night, stream Doki Doki even, have a Smash Bros night with the boys, late, play Duck Game. But I don't know, something about the winter. It is a little more intimate, isn't it? Everybody inside together, keeping each other warm, not only physically, but in spirit, you know, just keeping each other's hearts lifted up. I watched this guy named Goose Gamer Folklore, and he makes these fireside stories on cold days where he just tells stories with a fire crackling beside him, and I love those cozy, intimate vibes. I'm a sucker for it, what can I say? I'm a fan of cozy vibes, if it's done well. An endearing crimson flush appears on her cheeks as she looks away embarrassed. Sorry to be a wholesome, cozy enjoyer, Chad. I'm yapping. I'm actually glazing wholesome vibes right now, Chad. Can you fucking believe this guy? Can you believe this guy, Monica? Why aren't you laughing? You can be really cute sometimes, you know that? This is deep, uncharted territory. Really past some kind of line. A line that you adhere to when you're just friends with someone. Although, do I really care? No. Wait. Sorry. Coffee says, wow. She flails, further demonstrating my point. Wait, are those... Sayori! What's that in your pocket? Are those gloves? She freezes, looking like a deer caught in headlights. No, of course not. Oh, look at the time. We're going to be late. See you at lunchtime. She zooms off with the velocity of a bullet. I left standing there in awe. That girl is so damn sneaky. Then again, it's not like... She got that devil inside of her. No, for real. Ah, I love her. It's not like I didn't benefit from her little plan, did it? She'll be the death of me. With high spirits, I fall after Sayori's rapidly disappearing profile. My lovely Sakurai. I will be with you momentarily because I really need a hot drink, chat. I actually won't be long. This will be like potentially 2 minutes. But I'm going to do a quick BRB because my allergies are acting up. I need to blow my nose and I need a hot drink. So I'll be right back. Rat members, do not forget to stretch. Yeah, that's right. Stretch your arms. Stretch those arms. Stretch that back. Yeah. Oh, Monica's giving motivation. Stretch that gut. Stretch them legs. Spread those legs. Oh, that sounds weird. Okay. All right. Alright, I am now back. I am back with my dear Lilka. Thank you for waiting so patiently, and thank you, chat, as well. I got some hot apple cider, and I feel much better after stretching, I have to say. Welcome in, Zyka. I'm glad you made it. Unfortunately, you missed the entire Halloween party. I highly recommend watching it. on the archive because I really think you'll enjoy the Halloween vibes and seeing the girls' costumes and the spooky story that happened and all of the girls' new spooky themed poems. It was pretty great. Definitely watch it. You will. You'll enjoy it. I know you will. Leave a comment on what you think because I'm curious. I think you'll love it. So we're continuing on the Sayori route. Ender Raiden is here now. It says, "That's spooky." What is that gif? Ender throwing. Oh my goodness. Now we are back to another day. It is now November. Where'd you go? It is now a November day, and they just hit 7th base, chat. Sayori and the MC were holding hands on the way to school, and Sayori planned it. She said that she didn't have gloves and that she just wanted to help warming her hands. But it turned out she had gloves and she was hiding them because she wanted the handhold with him. Adorable! Now let's talk to our dear teacher Sakurai. And that was the state of the war by the summer of 1917. As he outlines the activity we'll be doing next, my ears prick up as he mentions we'll be doing in pairs. By the way, turn to page 394. That chapter should be the most relevant for this task. Now, if you don't mind me, I'll be marking all of the homework I should have gotten back to you last week. As per usual, his light self-deprecating style earns a smattering of laughter from the class. I really wish one of the other girls were with him in the class. It would be so fun to see how the MC like chatting over the teacher, sitting beside I don't know, Monica or Yuri in class. And you're getting all flustered, or Monica be like, "Shh, focus." I don't know. I just think that'd be so funny. I'd love to see that. I'm gonna make my own Dokibots in the future, chat. I'm gonna learn how to code Renpai, just so I can. Koei says Halloween peak. So I guess it says, "Aw, yes, I love it." That would be, yeah. I really want to see that. Emmy and I have been working diligently, making steady progress. It's about break time, I reckon. This girl again. I've been meaning to ask, how's the track stuff coming along? I always forget what voice I gave her. This season has been great, although there aren't as many seasons going on this month. I mean, there's still some, but people always chicken out when it gets cold. No dedication. I hate seeing people give up on stuff. You and your running, eh? Gotta give you credit for that, though. Wish I had the drive for exercise. Oh, I don't think it's a lack of drive that stops you from exercising, Ratsmith. There's a mischievous look in her eye. You're distracted. Shit, hold on. Sorry, I really need to sit up straight. It's important. Back? Okay, I'm good. I catch Sakurai looking at us. Hastily, I turn back to my textbook and scribble something in a lazy effort to look like I'm doing some work. Once his back is turned, my full attention goes back to Emmy. Distracted? By what? By who is what you should be asking. The very knowing smile is making me feel a little uncomfortable. Come on, Emmy, enough with the riddles. Sorry, Ratsmith. I see you two having lunch together all the time. Don't you walk her home as well? I didn't know they teach you how to stalk people at the track club, Emmy. Ha. So you do walk her home then? So you do stalk me, huh? So, do you like her? Hey, I promise I won't tell anyone. And come on. The amount of times I let you copy my homework, I grumble under my breath. I had a feeling that you'd use that to get a favor out of me. Use it against you. Ratsmith, of course not. It's just my way of reminding you that you can trust me. Well, Actually, no, I guess I am being a little pushy, aren't I? Sorry, I shouldn't have. It's all good, man. It's not that I don't want to tell you, it's just, I don't know, it's really confusing. I guess to put it simply, yeah, I do like her. Yeah, I knew it. That's so cute, though. How long have you liked her? I never say scratch the back of my head. Well, we've always been childhood friends, but over the past few years, we started drifting apart. Joined a literature club last month, and well, since then, I've been really enjoying being around her. Because I never really realized what my feelings were. We've been spending more time together recently, and I sighed dreamily. You're noticing all the little quirks about her, aren't you? Aww. Coffee says, distracted by the devil herself. That's crazy. I like how blue her eyes are, her warm and soft her hands feel, how cute she looks when she's concentrating. She's always been really good at making me feel at ease. Yeah, he's truly love-struck, as you can see. One last sip of my Sprite. Yeah, that's flat. All right, moving on from that Sprite. I got my hot apple cider now. Very good. I don't know, I just... Happy? Oh, God. Well, the mushy stuff that sounds super embarrassing. Sorry, I know this must sound really cringy. It doesn't. It's fine. I know the feeling myself. Ooh, that guy you started dating a couple months ago? New guy, right? That's the one. So what's it like? Oh, is this like a crossover coffee between whatever the fuck? I don't remember what you said it's called. The other game? Is that what it's supposed to be? So what was it like for you? What little things did you start to notice about him? I guess I realized how much he really thinks with his heart. He's a little dense. I came to appreciate how patient he can be. That's enough about me. Sounds like exactly the same thing is going on here. When are you gonna tell Sayori? Well, that's the thing. Ah, Ratsmith, Emmy. Everything going well? Oops, looks like I was getting into the conversation with Emmy that I totally forgot we were in a classroom. I think we've made it enough progress for Sakurai not to chide us. He studies our notes. Doing well so far, although I'd add a little bit more detail about how the United States entered that clash in their policy of isolationism. Coffee says bruh, it is a reference? That's crazy. Noted, sir. As he meanders off, Emmy wastes no time in jumping back to the conversation. You are gonna tell her, right? I don't know. Part of me wants to, but I'm super nervous. Well, she doesn't feel the same way. She dismisses my concerns with a frown and a shake of the head. Look, I can tell that she likes you. How can you possibly... Female intuition. First motherly intuition, now female intuition. No fear, we get all the psychic powers. Brah. Trust me, she spent so much time with you and my gut feeling has never been wrong before. She winks at me. Strangely enough, it fills me with a little bit of confidence. Okay then. I swallow. Guess I'll tell her. I just don't know how to do it. Look, it's easy. All you have to do is be honest with her. Tell her what you told me. That you really like spending time with her, that you want her to be your girlfriend. Easy. She leans back triumphantly. Easy for you to say, oh, and never confess over text or online. Very, very true. Never confess to somebody over text or online. Sketchy, first off. And things can be very misinterpreted and emotions can be taken wrong. It's just awkward. Has to be done in person. Well, it's Thursday today, so you gotta tell her tomorrow. I like whoever this is. Trust me, you don't want anticipation hanging over you during the weekend. But that's so soon. Think of it this way. The sooner you tell her, the sooner you can start dating. I won't lie, it's a pretty appealing prospect. Tomorrow it is. And let me hear how it goes. I like her. I like her. Managed to find your gloves this time, eh? She flails around nervously. Yeah, guess I didn't know they were in my pockets the whole time before. As she puts them on, I'm hit by a pang of disappointment. So hoping I get to keep her warm and hold her hands again. Wait, do we not get to see the literature club? I want to see the literature club! Ah, whatever. Don't overthink, MC. Yeah, don't overthink. Hey, go on, Sayori. My scarf has come loose. You're so silly, Ratsmith. Didn't your mom teach you how to properly tie a scarf? Yeah. Just never actually putting it into... What? I can't read for some reason. Yeah, I just never actually got around to putting it into practice. Let me help you. She stands in front of me, completely undoing the scarf and placing it around my neck. At this distance, not only can I see the breath forming a misty cloud in front of me, but I can even feel it on my face. As she works, she brushes against my neck and collar. I have to force myself not to burrow in her touch. There. With a final loop, the scarf now sits snugly, providing the warmth it should. Even after she's finished, her hand lingers on my neck. Despite the fabric of her gloves, I can feel they're still cold. Thank you, Sayori. Much better. You're welcome. Sakurai told us that during the war, a bunch of miners and bombs set off an explosion so loud it was heard in London all the way from France, over 140 miles away. It must have been one big explosion. Do you think all the miners did the whole "cool guys don't look at explosions" thing? Maybe that's where the movie directors got the idea from. I'll ask Sakurai tomorrow. Knowing him, I'll probably just get a sarcastic answer, though. I'd tell you an interesting math fact, but math isn't interesting. Oh yeah, I'm definitely with you there. Seriously, you can't write a poem with numbers or a story. I don't think I've ever seen my parents using the quadratic formula or worked out the area of a triangle in real life. My teachers tells me that math is a lifelong skill. Really? You know, in the modern age it is. Because math, it's technology. And math and technology are both annoying, but useful for creating good things, like what we're experiencing right now and live streaming. Ain't that right? I know you like tech, lil cuh. I find it pretty useful, you know, and counting up the amount of times you complained about something. Hey, you said you agreed with me. Kidding, kidding. Anyway, I'll catch up with you tomorrow, Sayori. Have a good one. Bye. Why are they adorable? Why have we not seen the club, though? I wanted to see the club. Man, what a long day today has been. I feel like I learned more from Emmy than I did Sakurai. Because tomorrow is the day I finally asked Sayori, huh? Being totally honest, I'm kind of terrified. Loka is spaced out thinking about how to use math in a poem. Club cucked? I have been club cucked. That's okay, because I have plenty of great mods to do after this. Although, chat, after I finish this, would you guys rather me go straight into the Yuri route? Or should I start a different mod first? Because I have some really, really good ones I'm excited to get to, but I wouldn't mind just finishing this one off with the Yuri route. I want to see Yuri. I want to romanticize Yuri. I want to tell her to what is the meme? Kiss her with the hot lips because I feel romantical. Different mod, give the Yuri route time. Fair enough. I kind of agree with that. I feel like I'd enjoy it more if it wasn't fresh in my mind when I started playing again. But yeah, I have some really good ones coming next. Yeah, sure, diff mod, great. And if you guys don't want another Doki mod, or you just want to do something besides Doki, next week, I'm going to do a ballot. I might start a new game or another Doki mod. We'll see. Up to you guys. I'll do it in the Discord, though. But let's continue. But then again, how much longer do I want this anticipation to loom over me? Besides, Emmy is confident Sayori likes me, so it should go smoothly, right? Emphasis on the should. After all, she just spent a lot of time with me. And the trick with our gloves this morning. I just hope I've not misread all the signs, or else tomorrow's going to be super awkward. But yeah, there's still the depression thing you just know about, though. Oh, we get another backstory. What's up, Brad Smith? You're looking really glum. It's nothing, Sayori. Hey, I know something's bothering you. You can talk to me. It'll be okay. I didn't do well on the end of year exams. People found out and they kept laughing at me. Plus my parents are going to be mad, so I'm an idiot. Hey, you aren't an idiot, Ratsmith. You're not stupid at all. I messed up so badly. You're still really smart to me, though. That's so weirdly sweet. Oh, little Sayori's so cute. She is adorable. Oh yeah, that's one thing you also missed last time, Zaki. You definitely gotta watch the archive. We saw how they met. You helped me with homework so many times. And look, you tried your best, right? Yeah. That's fine then. It's all that counts. Teachers can't expect more, can they? Yeah, I suppose you're right. And those meanies, they're just jealous. Jealous, huh? Of what? Well, you're really good at the floor's lava game. And I was just gonna say we play that now. I used to play that as a little kid. That'll cheer you up, I know it. I don't know. Come on! Come on! You can be Spider-Man again. Okay then, let's start here. Yay! She's always looking out for him, even at a young age. It's both endearing and kind of sad. The next hour passes by in a blur. Within moments, we were already hopping around the room. Zipping by from chair to chair, room to room. Watch out! The lava monster's there. I'm never going to see Mom's houseplant the same way again. Come on, Sayori, you've got this. There's a fairly big gap between the two couches, and Sayori peers over the edge, trying to see if she can make it. Even if you fall, I've got you. Okay. She jumps soaring through the air and lands right next to me, triumphant grin on her face. Hey! Way to go! She grins and offers her hand for a high five. Yeah. Having fun? Oh, hi, Mom. Sorry. I misread that. It's like, oh, hi, Mark. You two look like you're having the time of your lives. Good to see you again, Sayori. And you. We were just playing the floor is lava game. Quite an active imagination the pair of you have, huh? Mom smiles endearingly. I love his mom in this game. Is there a MC's mom route? I'm kidding. Joys of childhood, eh? Would either of you like some snacks? I think we have some tempura. Sayori's face brightened immediately. Ooh, that would be really nice. Thank you. If that's okay. Of course, dear. Coffee says, Ayo. How about you, son? Yeah, tempura works for me as well, mummy. Mummy! Thanks! Oh, and by the way, watch out for that tall plant in the other room. I've heard it's secretly a scary lava dragon in disguise. She winks at me and leaves. I love his mom! I love her. This transition, man. So cute. Man, it's days like these that I really wish my dad was around. I'm sure he's experienced all the nerves associated with asking a girl out. Relax, Ratsmith, relax. You're asking your childhood best friend to be your girlfriend. No big deal, right? Who am I kidding? Of course it's a big deal. Did all those websites online say? Just relax, be yourself, be confident. Wow, some advice that was. Now, I'm just banking on Emmy's intuition being correct. Please be correct. Please be correct. Please be correct. Ah, finally back in the literature club on a normal day. It has gotten rather cold these days, hasn't it?
Definitely. Winter's such a pain.
It definitely makes waking up for tennis practice a little harder. It does have its upsides, however. It makes for the perfect weather to snuggle up indoors with a soothing hot chocolate and a nice book. And seeing all the snow softly fall during the night is really relaxing too. I agree. And the day. Although it gets ruined the next day when people walk through it. Yeah, I weirdly relate to this so much. I love seeing a soft, perfect blanket of snow. And then when people start sloshing their boots forward, it's just like, it's ruined. Vibe ruined.
Heaven! And the semester exams is such a drag too.
I can't help but tuning out their conversation. Today is going by so slowly. All throughout the class this morning, I can barely concentrate. Just been picturing how I imagine the conversation with Sayori would go down. Safe to say that's definitely been the focus of my mind. Emmy shooting me knowing looks every so often didn't do much to staunch the whirlwind of uncertainty in my head. In the club room, we've just finished sharing poems and I can't wait for the session to end.
And people get really mushy around Christmas time as well. You know, like cutting up together, holding hands, all that stuff. Yuck!
Fucking Natsuki. You can say it like it's a bad thing, Natsuki. Come on! It'd be lovely to have someone to warm you up when the nights get cold, don't you think? Is this a hint? Just be totally misinterpreting.
No way!
I can see where both of you are coming from, actually. On one hand, that physical intimacy must be quite nice. Although I have to admit, public displays of affection can be a bit overwhelming. I agree. PDA, keep it to yourselves. At home, please.
Yeah, especially when couples start playing tonsil tennis with each other.
Oh, God. Monica laughs. Interesting way of putting it, Natsuki.
I'm right, though. Say that stuff when you're at home.
That's what I said. But what about other presents? There's something else that makes Christmas so enjoyable. Buying gifts for people and seeing the reactions. That's a definitely rewarding feeling, especially when they really like your choice. Don't you think, Radsmith? Don't mind me, just trying to figure out how to ask you to be my girlfriend. Oh yeah, everything's fine. You know, just trying to figure out the best way to ask you to be my girlfriend. Calm down, Radsmith, calm down. Oh, yeah. Just trying to decide what to get you guys for Christmas, that's all. Racking my brains, I desperately try to follow up what I've just said. Let's say I get you a present, Monica. What would you ask for? Can't buy you a piano though, sorry. Well, that'd be telling, wouldn't it? It would ruin the mystery.
Well, you're always busy with like a billion things going on at once, right? So I don't know, maybe like a diary or planner or something, or tennis racket. I have no idea.
Those aren't bad ideas, actually. It's always difficult buying presents for someone, especially when it's someone you don't know particularly well. You could do with a watch, Monica. A watch? Why? Well, you could do with the free time. Sayori. One day, Sayori's jokes will get a little funnier. No! From her, it's funny. Finally. The school day did sure take its sweet time. Well, it did drag on. I'd be lying if I said I was ready for what's about to come. Hey, Sayori. Are you busy after school today? Nope. She said, no. Well, apart from homework, but I didn't get much done today. Okay, well, I never say scratch the back of my neck. Sayori eyes me curiously. Do you think we can hang out a bit? Today after school? Please don't pick up on the desperation in my voice. Sure, my place or yours? Yours sounds good. Okay, we haven't spent time together after school in a long time. What made you change your mind? Not that I'm complaining. I'm getting a shrewd suspicion that she knows my plan and is just going along with it to watch me squirm. Nothing. Ooh, you don't have a Christmas tree for us to decorate, do you? It's barely mid-November, Sayori. It's a bit too early for that. Oh, I vibe with you, Sayori. She's an early Christmaser. I'm evil like that, chat. I fucking hate Thanksgiving. Christmas all the way. I still got my outdoor Christmas decorations up, actually. Can you fucking believe me, Monica? I'm so sorry. God. Anyway, what did you want to do, Radsmith? I don't think it's healthy for a human heart rate to beat this fast. Well, I wanted to tell you something, Sayori. Okay, what's up? It's now or never. Well, look, I really don't know the best way of saying this. Sayori, She's just sitting there patiently waiting for me to speak. There's a hint of anticipation lurking in those blue eyes of hers. Taking a deep breath, I stare at the floor and let my mouth talk before my brain has a chance to catch up. Look, Sayori, I really like you, and I'm, really sorry if this changes anything between us, because I really value our friendship, and I wouldn't want to ruin anything, so I guess it was ever since we were kids. I've always been drawn to you, and, well, seeing you again after all these years has been really, really nice. I'm so glad we get along, like the huge gap. Sorry, let me back up. I'm so glad we get along, like the huge gap in our history was never there. I really like you, Sayori, in that way. And, well, I was just wondering how you felt. Like, do you feel the same way, or? Kami says, do it, MC. He's doing it, I can't believe this. I trail off into nothingness, cringing at how pathetic my confession must have sounded. So much for be confident. Silence is getting overwhelming. Lifting my eyes off the safe haven that is the floor, I force myself to meet her gaze. The expression on her face is hard to read. She's smiling, but at the same time, there's definitely a hint of sadness behind her eyes. I should have seen this coming. I guess it really is my own fault. Huh? Fault? What do you mean? I was selfish. What? How? I really like you too, Radsmith. I should be feeling relieved, happy even, at hearing those words. Yet, I can't feel like something is terribly amiss. I think I always have, even when we first met. She smiles warmly at me, but there are tears forming in her eyes that trickle down her face as she blinks. It's like I said, she's right behind him, isn't she? Oh, dang, I hope she'd get behind him. Oh, that would be adorable. She, like, hugged him. Oh, but she never told him about her depression. Sayori, depression is a big thing to deal with. But don't let it get in the way of your relationships. You've always been so nice to me, even when I didn't deserve it. Even after we drifted apart, you were still willing to talk to me and see how I was doing. Took interest in my club, even though I didn't think you'd enjoy literature. And at first I was a little unsure. I wasn't sure if things would be like how they were when we were kids. Deep down, I was hoping they would. And over time, I guess I got my wish. Because they did. Your jokes, your personality, just being around you. Every day was a walking reminder of easier times. I don't get it, Sayori. If you like me too, then you're happy with me being around, then what's the problem? She shakes her head. It's not that easy. You just don't understand. Of course I don't, Sayori. Can you blame me? I can tell there's something going on with you, but every time I try and help, you shut me down. Is it any surprise that I don't understand? The day before the festival where you wouldn't even talk to anyone. That day where you weren't in school. Something wasn't right that day. It was just a gut feeling. I've always been able to tell something's wrong, Sayori, no matter how well you hide it. I really wish you couldn't. That horrible nightmare you had. You know some of the things you were saying? You think you're useless? That you don't want to do it anymore? What are you talking about? Please, Sayori, just tell me. What's so tiring? What don't you want to do anymore? Why do you think you're useless? Did somebody say something nasty to you? I swear to God, if someone has been saying stuff, tell me, and I'll go and... Was he going to say fuck him up? Was he going to... Oh, fight? I don't know. Sorry. That's going a weird place. I just noticed her calendar in the background. November is scribbled out with red ink. Yeah, this is from the original game. And I never noticed it until therapist Euro Brady pointed out. He was really concerned when he saw this because he thought it was foreshadowing that because the calendar is ripped and the next month was scribbled out, that he was concerned. That because there's plans and then everything's scribbled, that she was planning to end it. And of course he was right. But I never noticed that detail until somebody pointed it out, to be honest. You're right, Rhett Smith. There is someone. I clench my fist so hard I can feel my nails digging into my palm. Who? It's me. I blink, stupefied. That was the response I expected to hear. You? What on earth is that supposed to mean? You're just saying stuff to yourself? Yeah, it's pretty much how depression works, sometimes anyway. We're just going around in circles here, Sayori. Please, enough with the mysteries and vague answers. I've been honest with you. What could this horrible dark secret that makes you so useless and unlikable? Depression. For the second time this evening, I'm at a complete loss for words. Huh? There, that's my secret, Ratsmith. You're depressed? I've had depression for most of my life. You know, this is such a complicated thing. Because on one hand, it's such a complicated thing. On one hand, confessing to somebody that you have depression, which is a personal problem, is not always the best choice. As sometimes it is good to not be open about a problem like that. And if you can cope and suppress it and just deal with a problem, because we all have our own problems. That's a big one, but we all have our own problems. And I feel like if you can cope with it and it's not bothering you that much and you can take meds and it's just a clinical depression, it's at least manageable. Like, it's going to hurt you. It's not going to go away, but if you can manage it, sometimes you don't need to tell people because it might make you worry more and it might even flare it up worse. But Sayori clearly, as we know from the original game and this one, is not at all good at dealing with her depression on her own. And I'm sure her parents aren't helping at all. So I think it is good that she's confessing. Let this guy who wakes you up in the morning and walks you to school, the only person who brings you happiness, let him know. Let him in on the secret. You can trust him. You've known each other since you were children, like he's your sibling or something. And this MC is good for you, I think. That's my opinion anyway. Lyra says, okay, I made it not too late, hopefully. It's never too late for Doki, Lyra, but welcome in. We're having a little serious talk because Sayori's talking about her depression here. I've had depression for most of my life. Oh my God, Sayori. It's probably the most lackluster response I could have given you. I'm sorry. Don't be. I wouldn't have expected you to know how to respond. Yeah, it's not really any. Depression's such a new age. It's not a new age problem. It's been around, but it's so common because of the lives we live now. But people still don't really know what's a socially acceptable way of dealing with it, and just any general good ways of dealing with it for the most part. But we all have to learn. She gives a short, humorless laugh. I don't know what to say. I had no idea. I never would have known. You always seem so happy, cheerful, but I don't get it. I thought you were happy. She sighs as tears slowly leak down her cheeks. No, Ratsmith, I never was. It was just a mask. I really tried to keep it up. Her voice wavers as she speaks. Fresh tears fall down her face, but unlike the day of her nightmare, she makes no attempt to hide them. Her secret has been laid bare. Every day, waking up, getting ready, walking to school, all the things that people take for granted. It's been so scary, so difficult. I was so scared at any moment. I let my mask slip and you'd see the real me. So that's what you were referring to. See, because of the type of depression Sayori has, it's definitely good she confesses. She's a people appeaser. And she thinks that she's burdening people by having depression. That is not the case, Sayori. You're burdening yourself. So that's what you were referring to when you said it was tiring? That you didn't want to do it anymore? She nods sadly. And all the other things too, like waking up and eating too. I don't have the energy to cook actual meals. Don't talk real to me, Sayori. So that's why you went for pizzas and other junk food? God, it's all coming together now. To be fair, this came out in a time where it wasn't as well known, chat, so to give the MC a little bit of credit here. And the whole thing has been so bittersweet. Seeing you again, hanging out just like we used to. For the first time in what feels like such a long time, I felt like something that felt alien to me. Happiness. It wasn't much, but it was something. Enough to make me through those days. Like when you warmed my hands up. I felt so bad asking you to help, but sometimes I just couldn't help it. Sayori, he's okay with it. It makes him feel good too. You're not burdening us, Sayori. Please! Like I says, I definitely relate to hiding and feeling tired doing that. Hits home. It is. But just like Sayori's like, you should never feel bad about that kind of thing. You definitely do not burden people by having depression. You just burden yourself. You make other people's heart warmer when you hang with them, and your own heart feels better. Like you should never feel bad about smiling and feel like guilty for having a good night and going to bed after having a great time and feeling like you have to distract yourself. Like, no. You deserve this. Every human, frankly, deserves it. Lara says, poor Sayori, I feel you, girl. Yeah, depression's common today, chat. What can we say? I don't have Sayori's type of depression. I do have a depression. It's definitely not this type, but I understand you, Sayori. It's so hard fighting against what your heart wants. And so I started to like you. It terrified me. But why? Because it was getting harder and harder to resist being selfish. Selfish? Selfish. I'm dragging you into my mess. You shouldn't be bothering with someone like me. No, don't say that, Sayori. Part of me wondered if being so miserable would put you off. Another sad smile. But it didn't seem like you minded. You really stuck around and tried your best to comfort me, even though I was horrible to you and kept you at a distance. No, Sayori. And now we are here. Now here we are, a situation that's both what I want and fear the most. I'm worthless, Ratsmith. Couldn't care less about myself. I just want the others to be happy. Don't say those words. And now I've messed that up because now you know about my depression. And knowing you'll definitely worry. I really couldn't win either way. Sayori, it's not a bad thing to worry about your friend. That's a good thing. Especially if you're a person like me. I'm the numb type of depression. I'm the fucking... Fuck, I can't think what the word is. I'm a nihilist depressionist. I just can't find meaning in things, Sayori. And if I'm worrying about my friend... Not that I need to take care of them or anything, but if I'm feeling for you, I like feeling something. I would hope that if I knew Sayori IRL, she would open up to me. Sayori, I feel that's so hard. Yeah. I really couldn't win either way. I'm so sorry for dragging you into this, Ratsmith. I tried so hard, but with you here telling me like you do, telling me you like me too, voice is a mess at this point, a whirling mess of tears and anguish. For once, I just wanted to embrace that selfishness and be your girlfriend. It's almost like another person who looks just like Sayori has been talking, though it is like it's a different person. As she spoke, I was sinking further and further into disbelief. How could it be that my happy, carefree childhood friend was harboring such a sad secret? You're definitely not selfish at all, Sayori. How could you be? You're one of the most selfless people that I know. You make it your duty to make everyone else happy. I could never not care about you. You're my best friend. And I'd do anything to make you happy again. I'm just so glad you told me this. Why? Oh, just come here. Please don't hug me. Oh. Ignoring her cries, I embrace her, holding her close to me. To my surprise, though, she pulls free and pushes me away from her. I didn't even know she had the strength. I'm sorry, Ratsmith. I really can't deal with this right now. Can you please leave? Leave? Sayori, look at what you've just told me. You honestly expect me to just go like it didn't mean anything? Yes. That is not a good thing for you, Sayori. I know how you get. I know you, Sayori, from other timelines. Do not leave her alone, MC! Do not leave her alone! I stare at her incredulously. Her resolution doesn't change. All sorts of feelings are swirling through my head right now. I'm still trying to process what she's just told me. And even after suffering for years, she's still this stubborn. Anger floods through my veins, probably an unreasonable reaction, but at this point, too emotionally charged to listen to rationality. Oh, so that's how it is, right? I'm allowed to tell you my problems, and you're allowed to cheer me up, and I'm not allowed to help you? What kind of friendship is this, Sayori? You'll never understand. Of course I won't, because you never let anyone in. Is it any surprise that I don't understand? I instantly regret raising my voice the moment the words leave my mouth. Just go, please. Without any choice, I dejectedly comply. That's not a good place to leave it off. Don't leave like that. Oh, golly, jeez. Where's the silly rope? Get rid of it! Yeah. So I know I just got here, but I realize how late it is for me, and I have testing tomorrow. I'm exhausted, and I have to turn my stuffs off. Alright, well, have a good night, Lyra. Sleep well. Don't blame her, MC. No. Yeah. He's still young. And emotional, apparently. It's not good to raise your voice. I do think, actually, according to what a lot of therapists say, it is good to confront somebody about their depression. It's good to pressure somebody with depression. It's good to make them feel pressure to eat and to sleep well. And to be open and socialize with people. But don't be fucking mean about it. Don't do that. You're just going to make her feel horrible. Why did you leave like that? You're leaving her with her thoughts like that. I know you're like a stupid boy, but like, God. Why did you leave her like that? I hope she doesn't do anything. Okay, good night, guys. Night, Lyra. Oh, my goodness. I would absolutely not have left her if she was having thoughts like that. That is, even if you're just sitting there silently and cleaning her room until she eventually talks out of the awkwardness and says something, even if it's an attempt to guilt trip you, just stay there with her. Don't leave her at a time like that. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Maybe. Sweet dreams, Lyra, yes. Nighty-night. Back in my own house, my mind is still racing at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Now that the heat of the moment has passed, I ashamedly realize that I probably handled that pretty poorly. Yeah, you were handling it well until the fucking end. Don't ever let your emotions get the better of you. Yes, it was frustrating being kept in the dark, than having such a huge bombshell dropped in me. And then again, being unable to help. Getting angry was the worst thing to do. At least he has the self-reflection of realizing that. And I'm such an idiot. God damn it, Emmy. So much for female intuition, eh? Well, there's one person who should be able to help. Grab my phone, I hastily punch in a number and hope she's free. Is it Monica? Oh, it's Mom! Mama! Ratsmith, hi. What's up? Mom, I told Sayori how I felt and it didn't go well. Yeah, but not for the reason you'd think. I don't really know how to put this because I'm still trying to process it myself, so I'll just lay it out. Sayori likes me too, but she couldn't bring herself to act on those feelings because she's depressed. It's a heavy silence for a minute. Depressed? Sorry, I was her. Depressed? I know, Sayori of all people. Oh, I see. My goodness, that's awful. Poor girl, I hope she'll be alright. I really hope she will be. Mom, I acted like such an idiot. What happened? Well, when she told me she was depressed, I tried to comfort her by hugging her. She pushed me away and told me to leave, and I'm kicking myself. Go on. Her tone is gentle. I got angry at her, and I raised my voice. I was so frustrated not being able to help her, and I wasn't thinking straight. Oh, darling. You're not an idiot at all. I understand how it must have been so frustrating. Now, shouting at her wasn't the best idea, but it's not like you set out to hurt her, is it? Well, no. It happens during arguments, don't worry. Yeah, humans are humans. People raise their voices. But you should apologize. Please, Ratsmith. There's so many other things, too. She said she feels worthless, and she felt selfish in even telling me what was going on. So that explains why she rejected your hug. There's a sigh on the other end. Sweetheart, this must be so difficult for both of you. It must be so overwhelming. Believe me, I know what your situation is like. You do? I once dated someone with depression, and it wasn't easy. It's one of the hardest things to watch someone we love suffer like that. We don't just understand it when they say such negative things about themselves. It was horrible, Mom. I didn't even feel like Sayori was talking. I just never saw it coming. I mean, I knew that something was going on with her. I just thought having days when you're in a low mood were normal, you know? Well, from what I've gathered, she's awfully convincing at wearing that facade. If it's any consolation, I don't think anyone could have guessed that she was depressed. Either way, the worst part about depression is probably that it's just so loud and convincing. It's got a horrible tendency to dominate the thoughts of whoever's got it. Yeah. And it can be really hard for them to take off the depression-tinted glasses. It's an illness, and unfortunately, mental illnesses can be just as significant as physical ones. Something I wish this country would realize. So what can I do for her? What do I do? Can I even do anything? You definitely can help her out. I didn't mean to make you feel like you were powerless or anything. It's okay. Just glad you're being honest, I guess. It's just kind of hard to realize exactly what we're dealing with here. So, it just helped to be informed, right? You've become really mature, Radsmith. I'm proud of how well you're handling this. Not handling this well at all, Mom. I have no idea how to react, and I shouted at her, and she was in tears. Would anyone who isn't a mental health professional know how to deal with what you've just been told? No. No matter what people say, no, they wouldn't have. You just have to do the best you can and not be a dick. Anyway, the most important advice I can give you is to not expect a quick fix. Yeah. That's a big problem with most people. There's no quick fix to depression on the half of the user or others or a mental health professional. Everything is a slow change. It's a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. And you have to make slow and constant efforts to overcome it. Depression is something that can be fixed with love. Yeah, definitely not. It actually makes it worse sometimes. It isn't your job to fix her. Thank you for being mature, Mother. Thank you. Well, you can still help her. I was starting to think I was totally useless here. Of course not, darling. She loves you as well, don't forget. It won't be all doom and gloom. You'll have days where things will be normal and days where she isn't faking her mood. Then you'll also have days where she won't have the energy to get out of bed and days where she just won't feel like talking to anyone. It's really important that you're patient and understanding as you can be during those days. Oh, and communication's a big one. That goes for any relationship. Yeah. Sounds really obvious, but talk to her. Let her know about how she sees the world and what her thoughts and feelings and fears are. There's going to be problems and there's going to be fights. And those are healthy, part of any relationship. Thank you for acknowledging this, mature mother. Fighting is normal in a relationship. Why do people disregard this and act like if you have one fucking fight, it's all over? People fight. Friends fight. Besties, mothers, siblings, people fight. Because people have differences of opinion. But overcoming those and understanding each other, or at least coming to a compromise, or apologizing, or seeing the error in you or their ways, and moving on, whether from each other or with each other, is important. It's part of a relationship. And I think disregarding human emotion and acting like it doesn't exist is just the worst solution ever, in my opinion. Sarah needs an Uber charge medic? If something's bugging you or someone's bothering her, just let it out. Communication is the key to a successful relationship, believe me. Maybe I needed to hear this, MC Mom. I can't help but laugh. You sound like one of those relationship gurus. Oh, that was him, sorry. It's a mother's job to guide her children, you know. As an aside, never underestimate how helpful it can be just to listen to someone's problems and worries. Just having someone listen can be so helpful, more than you could ever realize. Yes! Yes! I think the MC's mom is my favorite waifu of this game. Funny you should mention that, because I was going to ask if Sayori should see a therapist or a doctor. Yeah, I think that'd probably be for the best. Yes! Don't make her feel like she's burdening anyone. Although things like therapy and medication don't always work for everyone. It's tempting to see it as a magical fix. Yeah, this is the biggest fucking problem in modern 2026 society. People think that medication and therapists just fucking fix their problem. Like, no, they are tools. You do have to learn how to deal with your problems, people. I'm sorry, it's the truth. But just remember, it'll take time. There's so much more I want to discuss, but unfortunately, you caught me at a really bad time. It's times like these in particular that I feel awful for not being around. It'd be really nice to see you, Mom. I'm really hoping that I can come to visit soon. For what it's worth, you're much stronger than you realize. I'm very proud of you. Just remember that, okay? I'll try. Give it a day or two. I'm getting like almost emotional. This is so endearing. Give it a day or two before you talk to her, by the way. I think she'll need a little bit of time to cool off. I'm sure that if you just apologize for getting angry and rationally explain your side of things, she'll come around. She never struck me as a girl who can hold a grudge. Emotions were running high. From what I can gather, she'll understand it. I know it seems really bleak right now, but it'll be okay, Ratsmith. I just know it. I really hope so, Mom. Just remember that your support will be just as important as what a doctor or therapist can offer. You've got such a big heart. Show her how big that heart really is. I love you. Love you too, Mom, and thanks for everything. Anytime. Ring me whenever you need help, okay? Wow. Weirdly, I flop onto the sofa. Feels like a lot happened in such a short space of time. I just hope that Sayori and I can patch things up. Oh, man. Wow. It was just as heavy as the original game. Maybe actually a little less so than the original game, but it was pretty heavy. Okay. Man, am I glad that it's Saturday today. I mean, no chance in hell I'll be able to concentrate if today was a school day. Yeah, that is true. Her revelation keeps replaying over and over in my mind. Depression. A nasty sounding word. In some ways, quite foreign, I guess. I was kind of sheltered. Prior to Sayori, never knew any people with the condition. Again, reminder chat, this is made in like 2019. This was back in a time where depression was not a common, socially aware thing. People kept it to themselves. People didn't want to deal with it. It was not common. Mental health awareness was just becoming a thing. It was something that I was, of course, aware of, but I never had paid any real thought to it. I mean, I knew what it was. Psychology has always been at least vaguely interesting to me, but I never really saw it as a real reason to look into it. Sayori said that she's been depressed for most of her life. So I can't help but wonder, when did it all develop? What caused it? Was she bullied? Did a close friend or family member die? There's so many things I want to ask her right now. Well, sometimes clinical depression isn't caused by anything. Sometimes it just happens. But as Mom said, it's best to give Sayori some time to cool off. I'll give it a couple of days. Besides, I've got a lot of homework to be getting on with. Well, that's Sakurai's out of the way first. Man, the end of the war really had huge effects on the world. It's time for a break, I reckon. What to play. It really is the first world problem to have so many games available and still not know what to play. Colorful looking titles catch my eye. Man, not even the escapism from video games is doing the trick. Of course not, boy. Perhaps I should go for a walk instead? That's probably a good idea. Being cooped up indoors probably isn't doing me any favors for my health. Mom used to harp on about the importance of fresh air. I stand up and stretch, wearily rubbing my neck. Yeah, some fresh air wouldn't go amiss. That's a really good idea. Oh, look at this background. I feel like I've seen this before for some weird reason. Like, I actually feel like I actually recognize this exact picture. For some reason. Maybe it just looks like a place I've been to, I think. I love places like this. I wish I had one right by me. At this point in the day, the park is rather quiet. Not many people come to this part of the park anyway. Which is a shame, because this part is arguably the prettiest thanks to the lake. Being the middle of November, there's a definite chill in the air. Although I'm wrapped up warm, so I can barely feel it. There's a comfortable lull in the air, especially after the overwhelming nature of last night. The silence is perfect antidote, being therapeutic and calm. Sure, I have the house to myself, but there's no substitute for a fresh, cool air. Maybe my parents were right when they kept up that healthy body, healthy mind mantra. As calm as the atmosphere is, it's not doing much for the whirlwind that is my mind. Looking back, how could I have been so stupid? How did I miss all the signs? Am I really that dense? Thinking about it, the fairy tale poem makes so much sense now. Selflessness, the devotion to keeping others happy, regardless of her own mental state. Signs were all there, struggling to wake up on time, which explains why she was always late, and the nightmare. When she finally told me her most painful secret, how did I respond? By shouting at her and making her cry? Great friend you are, Ratsmith. No wonder she didn't want to tell me in the first place. So pushy, so demanding, yet she told me instead of being empathetic and understanding. I did the exact opposite. Wouldn't even surprise me if she didn't want to be friends anymore. Would she ever forgive me? I don't think. No, she's not going to blame you for that. It's understandable, really, if anything. Although whether she should or not is a whole other question. You know, because one thing that people don't understand is that, like, obviously everybody understands that it's not his responsibility to fix her depression. That is Sayori's responsibility. But of course, yelling was his fault. There's not a black and white situation. It's not like, why do people always think that one person's right and one person's wrong? Like, they both made mistakes. It was not Sayori's duty to tell him this. She did not have any obligation. She didn't have to tell him. That was her choice. And I respect her privacy, frankly. It's her problem. She doesn't need other people to fucking... Because what a terrible feeling. To be real. People worrying about you when you have like a mental illness and they look down on you and feel like they have to comfort you, and then they start patronizing you and they start being disingenuously nice to you because they just want to make you feel better. I just hate it. So I understand where Sayori's coming from. I really do. But I do think that she could have, like, at least gently just, like, nudged in the direction that she has something bothering her that she didn't want to talk about, that was her own problem, instead of just completely avoiding it. I think that was an immature way of dealing with it, frankly. But I think that both of them were in high emotions. They're both teenagers. They both just confessed to their childhood friends. And so, of course, they both got upset. Both of them. They should just apologize and figure it out and talk about it. I don't think that time doesn't heal wounds. You have to treat wounds before they can heal. I think they should fucking talk to each other. Just go have a call, like, ring her doorbell, smile, offer to make some food. Just have a little talk over a warm drink. Just be mature about it. I know they're teenagers, but, like, you know, that's what I would do. Anyways, I like to have a real talk with you guys a little bit. If Doki can teach us or give us insight, or even just give us some escapism into situations like this, you know, that's worth something. Let's do a little bit more, chat. Even if she did forgive me, what can I even do about her depression? Her self-perception seems so cemented. Would I be making things worse by getting involved? Or would I even be able to help her? I don't know. Being a normal teenage guy doesn't really afford me much sensibility. Even though it might sound a bit melodramatic, I can't help but feel like I barely even know Sayori anymore. How much of her happiness is just a mask? It can't be all of it. No, it's definitely not. Ratsmith? Being so lost in my thoughts, I didn't even notice Yuri's presence. Yuri! Woo! Yuri! Woo! I'm so fucking relieved that Yuri's here, chat. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that Sayori finally confessed her problems.
Oh, hey, babe.
But I need some comfort. If it was Natsuki, I would have fucking walked the other way.
You're not even making sense.
Oh my goodness. I'm so happy for Yuri. Okay. Being so lost in my thoughts, I didn't even notice Yuri's presence. Oh, hey, Yuri. Didn't see you there. I'm not bothering you, am I? You look rather deep in thought. No, you're fine. It'd be nice to have some company, actually. Yes. Yes. She smiles shyly and takes her seat next to me. Oh, this is adorable. Fuck. The accompanying silence is not only awkward in the slightest, which surprises me. Then again, Yuri is no stranger to deep thoughts herself. She's definitely used to being reflective and quiet. I didn't expect to see you here. Didn't expect me to come to a quiet park when it's getting dark, especially in the middle of winter, huh? Not really, no. Dark and cold combined tend to put most people off. Yeah, I'm crazy, motherfucker, because I'd be doing this kind of shit. If you don't mind me asking, what brings you here? Ah, well, it's a lot on my mind, and I figured some fresh air would do me good, you know? Ah, I see. Perhaps we're more alike than I first imagined. Whenever I'm troubled by something, I always find quiet periods of reflection in the evening can be really helpful. Something about the stillness of the night. It's much easier to think when you're in an environment such as this one. Yeah, it is. Especially when you're feeling overwhelmed, it helps just to take a step back and breathe. I've actually known this park for as long as I can remember. Can I just say, when it comes to mods, this is like the most accurate depiction of Yuri in any Doki mod, like ever. And it's so endearing, because I love actual Yuri. I actually know this park for as long as I can remember. My parents used to take Sayori and I here all the time. Countless memories throughout the years. That sounds wonderful, Ratsmith. To be able to share such happy times with someone as both of you... Someone as you both grew up. Sorry, that sentence made no sense in my head. Moving on. Although I'm curious, given how much time you two seem to spend with one another, I would have thought Sayori would be with you now. I looked down momentarily, poking a twig at my shoe. Ah, well, we kind of had a fight. Oh, that comes as quite a surprise given how close you two seem to be. Then again, I suppose it's inevitable. Fights occur between people, no matter their dynamics. Yuri starts fiddling with her hair. Not that I mean to pry, but may I ask why you had a fight in the first place? I grimace as I reply. As much as I enjoy talking to Yuri and appreciate her company here, there's no way I can reveal Sayori's secret to her. It's not that I don't want to tell you, it's nothing personal, it's just... I understand completely, Ratsmith. I suppose it was a rather personal question. She just told me something really private, and that horrible familiar feeling of shame bubbles up whenever I recount how I reacted to her confession. I didn't take it very well. I said some really stupid stuff. I got angry at her and I shouted at her. I'm an awful friend. I leaned forwards, burying my face in my hands. It was an awkward, heavy silence for a few moments. Ratsmith? I know I haven't known you for as long as Sayori has, but please believe me when I say you're not an awful friend. I don't know what was said between you two, but everyone says things they don't mean during arguments, especially when tensions are running high. I would love to have Yuri as a friend. Oh, Yuri. That's something my parents once told me. It's really true. If you take my argument with Natsuki back in September, in the heat of the moment, I said some rather hurtful things. However, I didn't actually mean them. I'm fairly confident Natsuki feels the same way too. Please don't be hard on yourself. I can tell that Sayori means a lot to you, and you're ever so patient and kind with her. If I may be so bold to say, perhaps you don't realize it, but you do a lot for her. Little things, such as walking to school with her in the mornings and walking her home in the afternoons. Most importantly, whenever she's sad, you really take it upon yourself to find out what's wrong so you can comfort her. We can all see that your care and consideration for her shines like a beacon. Yeah, it's all well and good and all, but I still hurt her really badly. Friends hurt each other, Ratsmith. It's just an unfortunate reality of being human. Very mature, Yuri. Maz, can you ban this buffoon in chat, please? From what I can gather, she isn't someone who can hold a grudge. So whatever is the issue between you guys, I'm confident you'll be able to sort it out. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound presumptuous or anything. Ugh. You've not been presumptuous in the slightest, Yuri. Your insight has been really refreshing. Now it really has been refreshing. I feel like I needed this. I still feel really bad. It made me realize perhaps things aren't as bleak as they seem. So thank you. Seriously, it means a lot. You're a really good friend. Thank you, Ratsmith. I'm glad I was able to help. I can't help but grin. Yuri's shyness has always been endearing, especially as it clashes against her intelligent, mature outlook oh so much. Anyway, I could ask you the same. What brings you here? It's okay. You don't have to disclose anything. I won't pry. But just know that if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here, and so are the other girls, okay? Remember how horrible those people during the festival recital were to you, and I'd hate to think that you were suffering in silence or anything like that. Ah, Ratsmith, you truly are too kind. I very much appreciate your words, and I'm very glad that Sayori told you about our club. This is so endearing. I really want to do the Yuri route. I know I said it back in September, but honestly, I'll say it again. I'm just grateful that you guys accepted me with open arms. You didn't judge me because I wasn't a poet, nor did you ever laugh at how bad my poems were. I know you weren't particularly to your taste, but you still gave me good advice and feedback. Well, I believe that everyone should be included. No one deserves to be an outcast, irrespective of their hobbies, interests, or their writing ability. I just wish others would be accepting and inclusive of those with interests that go against the norm. She's nervously picking her sleeves, almost pulling them over her hands. Well, for what it's worth, I think your interest in horror and taste in literature is really cool, Yuri. Makes for a nice change of discussion. It gives you interesting stuff to talk about. Like when you discussed Frankenstein's monster with me at lunchtime. Never really gave it much thought, but after you had that talk with me, it really helped me realize we shouldn't take stuff at face value. Oh, and your poems are awesome. I hope that one day I'll be able to write to your level. That really means a lot. This is so endearing. I want Yuri as a friend IRL. I'm glad that you have such an open mind, Ratsmith. In this day and age, to find a mind so free of prejudice and misconception. Truly is a breath of fresh air. Thank you. Anyway, I don't mean to cut short our discussion, but unfortunately I have a lot of homework to be getting with. Yeah, me too. Procrastination can only get you so far, eh? Catch you later, Yuri. Hope everything gets better. You too, Ratsmith. With a wave, we both depart. God, that was so endearing. Yuri, Chad, truly. Alright, this is where we're going to cut it, but oh, man. Oh, man. I'm like sad and also heartwarmed, and I don't know how to feel. Ah! Don't give me that! No, I'm going to bed! Ah, get out of here. Alright, anyways, chat. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I definitely did. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. No, it's time for night-night. Good night, Tam. Good night to everyone. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Oh my god, look how similar the Monica plush looks to the Mario 64 model. I just noticed. Look how similar they look. That's so funny. But anyways, good stream. Thank you. Good night to all of you. This was very endearing. I had a lot of fun. We're definitely doing more soon. I'll let you guys know as usual so you don't miss anything. And remember, Rat members, stay cheesy. And good night.